So you know what my husband says? He's like, I would never go into business with a guy that cheats on his wife.
Absolutely, 100%. Same thing.
Same thing.
Same thing.
He said if he cheats on his wife, he will cheat me out of any deal and any that perforates throughout
100%.
his life.
100%. I had a partner, was a friend.
Okay.
He picked up the wrong woman.
That affects you.
100%. Like, if you have the wrong partner in life, that's 90% of your equation gone. He was married to a woman that was very bad for him.
Okay.
Sucked the life out of him, kidnapped his kids. Oh. And then he lost everything. And then he just, no.
He lost it.
He lost it. Very bad
So once he
situations.
lost everything, he left you. He left the country.
Left the country. left me everything. Yeah. And then, like, I'm just stuck in trouble.
Oh my God.
So for the next 2 years, all the money I'm making, I'm not making money. I'm just paying debts.
So you know what my husband says? He's like, I would never go into business with a guy that cheats on his wife.
Absolutely, 100%. Same thing.
Same thing.
Same thing.
He said if he cheats on his wife, he will cheat me out of any deal and any that perforates throughout
100%.
his life.
100%. I had a partner, was a friend.
Okay.
He picked up the wrong woman.
That affects you.
100%. Like, if you have the wrong partner in life, that's 90% of your equation gone. He was married to a woman that was very bad for him.
Okay.
Sucked the life out of him, kidnapped his kids. Oh. And then he lost everything. And then he just, no.
He lost it.
He lost it. Very bad
So once he
situations.
lost everything, he left you. He left the country.
Left the country. left me everything. Yeah. And then, like, I'm just stuck in trouble.
Oh my God.
So for the next 2 years, all the money I'm making, I'm not making money. I'm just paying debts.
So I saw this video and of course have to give my take on it. Okay, tell you guys my opinion. This is my humble opinion. But before we go into everything, my full thoughts, when I saw this video, I initially just saw a lot of the comments in the comment section, constantly saying the same thing like they always say. Okay. The comment section were full of, yes, I see the men are quiet though. More y'all need to speak up. All of it was saying like, oh yes, men are horrible and they shouldn't do this. And, this is why, we can't find the men in the comment section is because men don't like to take accountability for their actions, all of a sudden. And, a lot of women trying to come for men or trying to drag men into this conversation, right? And what I thought was very interesting was the same rhetoric that she said her husband has and this gentleman said that he has in business. There has never been a woman anywhere that has ever said the same thing. There has never been a woman that says, I will not do business with another woman if she cheats on her husband. Would never happen. You want to know why? Because the mindset in society as a whole, as the greater large of society, says that if this woman is cheating on her husband, there has to be something that he has done somewhere to deserve this. It can't possibly be her fault. She can't possibly be in the wrong. And since we know for a fact that she can't be in the wrong, we're not even going to focus on that. That has nothing to do with her being a business partner. This just goes to show that all the weight of the relationship on the person who has to perform the best, the person who has to appear perfect in everyone's eyes, not just in his wife's eyes, but in the family's eyes, in society. The person who is held to a higher standard within the relationship is the man. It's not the woman. The woman acts like all the weight is on her. Oh, if she doesn't do this, if she doesn't do that, I got to do all these things. But in actuality, anytime you do something, there's always going to be somebody who turns to that woman and says, oh, there was a reason why she did this. Or she can't fully be to blame for any of these problems that she's caused. But when it's a man, oh, well, you're better than this. You should have integrity. This is about your morals. This is about you. You're the problem. You should have done this. How could you have done this? How can you have done these things? Oh, we're not going to work with you. How could you do that to her? It doesn't matter what she's done. It doesn't matter who she is. It doesn't matter what she said. First of all, it's very interesting to me also that a lot of people think that in relationships that women are the main one who go left or cheat. It's very interesting to me that a lot of people really think that. It's very interesting. That's a whole conversation for a different day. But I'm just going to say, it's interesting to me that a lot of people think that. But then There's people on the outside of the relationship who don't know the dynamics of the relationship, who will judge you off of things going on in your personal relationship because they say that it affects business-wise. Okay. So that's interesting, because what about the women who give up in their marriage? Wouldn't that say that she's going to give up in business? What about the women who stop caring about the needs of their partner within the marriage? Now they're not involving anybody else, but they stopped caring about the needs of their partner, the necessities that are required within the relationship. They stopped caring about their counterpart, and they just gave up. Wouldn't that say that in business that she doesn't know how to go the long haul because she gives up on things? Another thing that doesn't make sense to me, and again, this is not me advocating for cheating. This is not me saying that cheating is right, wrong, or indifferent. Another question or another thing I can throw in here: what is even cheating? Okay, what is cheating? What is infidelity? Let's start there, because a lot of people have different dynamics in their relationships. And people on the outside will think it's wrong, think it's messed up, think it's this, and they don't even know the intricacies of the relationship, but they want to point their finger and call it something, and they don't even know what it really means or what it really is. Or if that same systematical mindset that is alive and well in your marriage is alive and well in somebody else's, you don't even know. Okay? A lot of people are just focused on what they know. Now, this is what I was going to say. I was going to say that, so it makes sense. It doesn't make sense to me, because there's a lot of people who are in relationships who are cheating and nobody knows. So how do you know that you're in a relationship, a business relationship or a business partnership with someone who is, quote unquote, having a strong moral code, and you don't know their personal life? From what I've seen when it comes to business, okay, from what I've seen, the people with a strong moral code usually stay around here. The people who do things that are kind of unethical, are kind of like on a borderline, they usually get a little bit up here, if you know what I'm talking about. So it's interesting to hear that men are saying that they don't, that they kind of hold each other accountable in a certain way and wouldn't do business with someone based off of their life structure or their home structure, stuff that they don't even know the full details about. But a lot of people that we see up here and resonate at a certain level have proven time and time again that one thing doesn't mean it's not a connection to the other. There's some people who can be a great business person, a great businessman, focused on his visions, focused on his goals, his plans, his ideas. There's a man that can literally see to the end of the map when it comes to what he wants to do and his passion. Doesn't mean he's going to be a great father. Doesn't mean he's going to be a great husband. Doesn't mean he wants to be. Doesn't mean he wants to be in that kind of relationship. Maybe he wants to have more than one woman. Maybe he has just a different mindset in all. So to me, I don't think that the two go hand in hand. I understand why people are trying to use, character flaws or character traits or integrity or whatever, but I don't think that you can use such a personal situation and use that to judge somebody on a larger scale. And again, I'm not advocating for nothing. I'm just saying, based off of, we've seen a lot of people, again, who are great at business, who excel, who are making numbers on a daily basis, financially extremely stable, like extremely wealthy, and have had infidelities, have had problems, because at the end of the day, they've been so focused on the goal that they kind of lose sight of other things. So in my opinion, I don't agree. I would love to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. But I definitely think, again, in my own opinion, that there is a difference. Okay? There is a difference. Another part of this video that was interesting to me is that, he ended up telling a story. And in his story, he was talking about how a man picked the wrong woman, right? It sounded like a crazy baby mama story, crazy ex-wife / baby mama story, and how much that affected his business partner when it went down, the wrong way or whatever happened between him and his wife or his ex-wife or baby mama, whoever it was, right? And I also thought that was interesting that he thought to tell that story right after they were talking about infidelity, because sometimes, and again, I'm not advocating, I have to say it a million times just so I making sure that I'm covering what I know people are going to say in the comment section. But sometimes that leap of happiness, or why it is that your business partner or that other person is able to stay above ground, keep their head leveled, keep their sanity, sometimes is them going out there and being with somebody else. Because there's a lot of men, and I think that a lot of people do not bring this into the conversation when they talk about infidelity, but there are a lot of men who are in relationships with women who threaten to, self-harm, who, make, say things that they shouldn't say about what they would and would not do if the relationship went away that they didn't want it to go. Like, there is a strong part of relationships where women are kind of, holding on to this man when he does not want to be there, when he's expressed that he's displeased, unhappy, wants to leave, has tried to leave, and they hold on and tug. And because a man is trying to make sure that that person is going to be protected, maybe his children will be protected, he's staying in a situation where he's unhappy, unfulfilled, and sometimes they lean out. Again, not justifying, just making an explanation, because it's real. It really happens. And sometimes that's what gives him back his creativity to continue a business and to continue longevity. And again, how would you literally know what somebody is doing in their personal life unless unless they tell you, unless you see it? How would you know? So I don't think that's a great level to judge somebody, because you never really, really know what's going on behind closed doors. You really don't. But this is just my opinion. Again, let me just clarify. My opinion is you cannot hold somebody to a certain measure when it comes to, who they are in something as broad as business, to how they are in their very intricate personal life that we don't always know all the details to. That's only my opinion. I want to know you guys' opinions in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your opinions on this video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Love you.